I wasted my 20s, or don't waste your 20s. I thought about building this whole thing around that title, but I dropped it. If anything, I came around to the opposite. That wasting time is exactly what brings out the shine in life. What do I mean by that? Right now, I'm throwing away the time I could spend reading novels I love, painting, traveling abroad, and so on. And instead, pouring tons of it into work, making videos, translating, marketing support for the Japanese market, and the like. To some people, this looks like the time wasting that and that person trapped by capitalism eventually arrives at. Like I've thrown my private life out the window. That's a fair point. I can already feel a comment coming and going. This is why Japanese people overwork. And hey, you're welcome to see it that way. Why do I still pour my life into work anyway? The happiness in that moment when you tackle something at work and pull it off simply wins out over the happiness of just spending leisure time. And there's a part of me that genuinely feels good about that. And I work for myself, so the fact that my choices bounce straight back at me as a result is just endlessly fun to me. And the free time that pops up by chance after hitting your quota in the middle of all the busyness, it feels way more rewarding than free time that was set aside in advance. Plus, I figure if I lock in and focus on work now, then whenever the urge hits to throw myself into travel or a hobby, I'll be able to make that switch without a moment's hesitation. Of course, when you repeat days like this over and over, there are countless times when you lose sight of what you're even working for. Isn't what I really want to do something other than this? But once I sleep on it and wake up, I'm right back to being someone who's forgotten those worries and I can lock in on what's in front of me. And even when I look back on all the time work kept me busy, I don't really regret it that much. If I'd chosen a life focused on my private time 5 years ago, I wouldn't have the environment I have now, connected to people all over the world, and I wouldn't have the happiness I've got today. At the end of the day, no matter which choice you make, there are going to be times you think it was waste. And within that, I think you can also find joy.